Fell out of the trunk,
Bloody
bashed
nose.
my head against the concrete.
Bloody
My 2 front teeth almost bit through my lip. Concussion. Pool of blood. My friends thought I got shot.
It's the BS Podcast Web Show.
Hang on.
Little short interview.
No, not yet. All right.
All right.
Welcome back to the second ever podcast.
The name of it is...
The first ever podcast.
No, we don't know if that's the name or not. We don't fucking know. Hopefully something happens in our lives that inspires us to come up with like a...
It's BS right now.
It's BS podcast right now.
Until we think of something better, it's BS.
For bullshit.
Brandon Sean.
Brandon
But that's
Sean.
the play. That's the play. That's the play right there, though. So you got it.
BS. Yeah.
But
Because there's
yeah.
a lot of BS.
All
There's
right.
a lot of Brandon and Sean.
Special guest.
Yeah, we got Mitchell Thornbury here.
Mitchell Thornbury,
College football player, former college football player.
writer of Meet the Thornberries.
Yeah.
Is it Meet the Thornberries? What is that?
It's
Wild.
The Wild
Thornberries.
Thornberries.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm sorry about
Spelled
that.
wrong too, though.
He kind of looks like the main guy, too.
Yeah,
the
no,
dad,
that is-
low key.
Low key.
Crazy fitting.
Good show. Good.
Put a picture up here for comparison.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty
Yeah.
crazy.
Anyway, before we get into the podcast, I wanted to do a little overview of the last podcast because, like I said, we're very ignorant to a lot of things. So after further research, we talked about some recycling and why a podcast is even called a podcast. And it's because iPods were the first things where people were listening to podcasts and also broadcasting.
That's actually why. It's
That's
just a
actually
play
why.
on words.
Yeah. There was like 4 other names that they were going along with, but podcast caught on.
What were the other names?
I think it was like Gorilla something.
What?
It's like Guerrilla Warfare. There's like from different areas. It's not like you don't need like a fucking a guerrilla warfare kind of
Yeah.
same idea.
It's like an aggressive form of radio.
Yeah. Yeah, strategic from different points warfare.
Yeah. That's crazy. What if one of those would have just stuck and like we're
we'd be
calling
doing
it?
a gorilla right now.
Yeah, we're just filming our first, second gorilla.
Harambe.
Yeah, R.I.P. though.
Anyway, we wanted to get into recycling a little bit.
Recycling?
Just because we talked about it a little bit last time, there was a crisis, and we didn't really get into it. It was recycling crisis. But after the Clean Air Act and Clean Water Act in the 1970s, China actually came in and was like, wow, we can open up a market for plastics and paper, so a lot of shit was sent there. But recently they, it's too expensive because a lot of the recycling that was sent was contaminated with fucking lead and mercury.
Wow, those
But also, like, grease and pizza boxes and stuff, and a lot of ignorant people trying to recycle things that ruined batches that really made it expensive to recycle. So anyway,
It's hard to recycle.
It's hard to.
There's like 8 different categories. You know, when you flip it over, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and you can only really recycle 1 and 2 items.
Yeah.
So most people are throwing away like Tupperware or like
And they
something
just
where you
can't take
think, and then it just screws up the entire process and like costs more and more money and time, and it's just.
But it is more efficient because it's better to recycle things. Like if you extract like raw material, there's a lot of energy being used rather than just recycling. It saves about like 90% of energy. And a lot of companies like Coca-Cola and Walmart and Unilever, which is a European consumer goods company, hope to be packaging goods in reusable materials by 2025. But, hopefully, what the fuck does that mean?
Yeah.
They're trying to save money just as much as anything. But, yeah, it's always good to recycle fucking local places to recycle your batteries. We did a quick Google search, but I just fucking...
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I suck at recycling.
I do too.
I'm not the guy.
A lot of people are, man.
But when I find where I can see a recycling bin, I usually put my plastic in the recycling bin, but as for my house, I really don't do it. What about for what I was thinking is just the incentives to recycle?
Yeah, there are no incentives really anymore.
I mean, there are. I see stuff in I've seen stuff on Twitter where there's machines in a different country, I forgot where, maybe Germany or something, but where you put in your plastic and then you get money back.
I saw that.
The high
and then I saw something that says these
that would be too
and
bad.
I saw something that said it needs to be placed in college campuses, on college campuses, should get a lot of money,
Yeah, a lot of
college
cans.
students
Yeah.
struggling.
Or
And then that way, if
some
that's
sort of
being recycled and being distributed properly and being reusable and not harming the internet,
Look at us here just talking about recycling.
on the internet.
Yeah.
So smart. We're just big brain.
Yeah, well, I figured all the other bullshit.
We just gotta do it.
Might as well do
So-
something.
All right, now it's on to the bullshit.
Yeah, now it's on to the real.
Our generation's next up and coming, so I feel like the planet, there's going to be steps taken to where our planet is going to be seriously taken when it comes to recycling. And that's our generation.
Yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna have to do something, or it's just rats.
Environment. Man.
Generation X.
Okay, so let's get into it, bro.
Are we
You
Generation X?
No. Well,
We
we're
also
Gen
went to
Z,
our-
technically.
also went to our high school. Happy to have you.
Castle
Our
grad.
First real guest, bro. That's awesome.
Yeah. 2 shows in, already got a guest.
It was hard to get a hold of him. I mean,
Yeah.
many phone calls.
Yeah. We had to talk to your
Pretty busy.
manager, and then your assistant was being a complete
Nah, I don't have all that yet.
imbecile. I know. I'm
Would
joking.
you even want to have that though, or do you want to feel responsible for yourself?
Oh, I think you need
Well, I mean, for like the little things, you know.
Yeah.
You always.
the day-to-day things.
If
Like,
you're really busy, you could always find
Have a
someone
quick
to
little-
send some
quick little
emails,
planner,
do
little
something
planner.
for you. Yeah.
Hey, you have to remember like a quick take, like, hey, it's 10:30, you got this.
Yeah.
All right.
God, I just couldn't imagine though. Like, unless you're getting paid well, being someone's assistant, that's kind of like, you know, it's a little demeaning. It's like,
But I
what
think
is
there's,
your?
Exactly.
there's people out there that want to be like
There's
the
true.
organizer. They want to be
Yeah.
the person that's like, you're gonna be here. They're basically a
It's the
manager.
lover.
You know,
It's
you're
the
their
lover.
assistant. You're their secretary. You're also a former manager.
Well, I mean, David Dobrik's assistant. Look at her. She's
They
working
get
her
their
way up the
pleasure out of
ranks
helping
right
you.
now.
yeah, but you're David Dobrik. I mean, if you're everybody wants to latch onto his chain. Like, imagine being him sitting in a room full of potentially like YouTubers that are trying to grow their channel. You know, oh, I got David Dobrik on my. Like, imagine that life.
Yeah.
That's a bitch in its own, I'm sure.
But I mean, he's making the guap, doing
Yeah.
it. He's a YouTuber doing YouTube stuff.
You know,
It's all
you know
about-
what's funny? Who shits on YouTubers?
Who?
Danny Duncan.
Yeah.
He does.
Danny
That's a
Duncan
good
is
one.
absurd. If you don't know who Danny Duncan is,
Yeah, he's unreal.
He's an internet sensation.
He has
but-
like
He just
3 male subs.
But he
now.
does the typical crazy fucked up videos, gets your eye attention, and then he does the giving away free shit, throwing money, giving cars away, all this promotion of what he does.
Yeah.
So I think it's funny because it's like I think there's truly a difference between being social media famous and then YouTube famous. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what he
Huge
seems.
difference.
Well, I'd say Danny Duncan's actually
fail
just
that.
famous.
That's what I'm saying.
His
So-
clothing brand is in stores, like at
Zoomies.
Zoomies.
In
Yeah,
the front
I was gonna say
thing.
PacSun, all this
So
shit.
what expand
Whoa, never mind. Holy
So-
shit.
so
Who are
I
you
fucked that up.
You thinking of the wrong
No,
person?
because I don't know why I wasn't remembering that Danny Duncan has YouTube videos.
Yeah, he's a YouTuber.
But I just saw something the other day on a story. It was like, it was something of like a deal. He wants to working with someone. He's like, I want to work with this. I don't want to work with no fucking YouTube, like fuck ass YouTubers. That's what he said.
Yeah.
Like, he's like, this is because this is real money. Like I don't want no YouTube deal. I want this
Yeah.
deal.
Yeah.
So
But I mean,
he's crazy in the game right now, bro.
yeah.
I think
Facts.
it's, I
Just
think
buy
it's
that fat house in
sensation.
LA.
I'm a fan of him, but like you said, he has
I'm
that.
honestly-
he
I'm
has
a
those
fan.
giveaways, and he has that, you know, the absurd stuff that he does very well, and he puts on those shows. But the last video I just watched was just him fucking with a bunch of different kinds of balls. Like he was hitting a tennis ball at one point, and then hitting a baseball at one point.
It was super
Yeah.
athletic.
Volleyball.
Yeah, it's super.
No,
Yeah, he's
No,
super
he's a-
athletic, but
dude.
like, bro, like, okay, you caught my attention with the past 10 videos, and now like, what are you doing that's special?
As
Is
a
it-
fan, I'm more of a Danny fan than any of you, by the way. I have his shirt. I've
Does
seen
have
every
a
single
person.
video
Put me
ever,
on.
and that is very true. His newest video sucked. It was just him hitting balls around for 11 minutes, and like it
Giving
did
away
suck.
shirts.
I love the
Giving
guy
away
no matter what. But
I'm not even gonna lie though, but he's the type of guy for me where I can get on his Instagram page and keep scrolling through and going and watching old videos because they're simply funny to me. Like I
Yeah,
laugh, like
yeah.
they fuck me up. They're funny.
Some of his videos, like he cringes people so hard that like I'll have to like fast forward, double tap my phone, and like I can't get through him sometimes. Like he just for some reason does not have like any social boundaries when he's just meeting people. That's what's funny about him.
No.
Just always clowning.
he's also 100% sober. Doesn't do any drugs.
That's what, what he claims. Like I love the guy.
We're just drinking beers here, talking bad
believe
about
him. No, I'm not though. Cause like I believe him.
No, yeah, we're not
I want to
drinking,
believe
no.
him, but I truly hope like he does that shit.
Oh, yeah, no, I think he does.
100%.
If he's
Yeah.
truly sober, like that's awesome.
He definitely does.
Versus
that,
like,
so.
you know, we were talking about the Dobrik people, like Zayn, you think he gets fucked up? Like, watch one of our Snapchats and say, oh, we're not on that level.
Oh
You know what
yeah,
I'm
we
saying?
just the other day we had a little
Yeah.
archive from a year ago.
Yeah, a year ago today.
Naked, a lot of naked nudity and blood. and
Well, yeah. Let me explain more.
That was an
Let
absurd
me explain
night.
more.
Yeah, we're not doing that every Saturday.
Yeah, no. A year ago from December 23rd was the day I was leaving Peyton's. Bashed my head against the concrete. Remember that?
Yes.
I fell out of the trunk,
Bloody
bashed
nose.
my head against the concrete.
Bloody nose.
My 2 front teeth almost bit through my lip. Concussion. Pool of blood. My friends thought I got shot.
Jake, if we're gonna get anything done, I cannot take your hand.
Well, are you gonna get up on your own?
Morning after,
Yeah.
dude, the morning, that night, and then the morning after, like, there's just a pool of blood in the middle of the fucking road.
Yeah. No, literally, it was unreal. I remember it was like
sketch.
3 a.m. when I was getting dropped off. I'm laying down in the pool of blood, and one car is just driving by. And
Well, you
just-
saw it on my trunk, bro.
Yeah, his trunk. I
Yeah.
thought his trunk.
And puked all over his back.
God.
But also, all jokes aside, I think you handled it like a champ. I was proud of you.
He's fine.
Honestly, I was like,
Well, I went into my
wow.
mom's apartment and somehow didn't wake anyone up. So
Impressive.
I don't know.
shower, what'd you do?
I remember coming to, just looking in the mirror, just splashing blood like water all over my face, just trying to clean my shit up.
Yeah.
Like I was just covered in it, like it was unreal.
Gotcha.
My 2 teeth almost went through, like completely. Under my mustache, I got a scar. Yeah.
Oh,
crazy
let's get
times.
into some shit about you, bro.
Don't drink too much. Drink water.
You played
Yeah, I've been doing good.
for
Glad you
St.
guys had me
Francis in St. Francis.
Yeah,
in
St.
Fort
Francis
Wayne.
in Fort Wayne,
Tell us about
Indiana.
that.
Yeah, so, I mean, I've been there for 4 years. Going for my 5th year, redshirted my freshman year, but I unfortunately suffered from an ACL injury this past season, 2019, so I'll be coming back for my 5th year.
Oh, no.
Oh,
That's
wow.
hype.
Yeah, I'm doing my 5th year, so
For sure.
hopefully,
no school?
gonna finish strong with
No
that. Yeah, just
So
trying to
you
back
don't
into that
get you
rehab
don't have
and
to
play
go to
football.
school. You just play football now, like next
No.
year.
Next
Your
year?
fifth year.
No, I'll have to take my.
You thought he graduated?
I got to
No,
take
no.
50 credits.
Oh yeah.
No, you for sure
Yeah.
thought I graduated. I was gonna say something.
He did earlier.
Because you
He goes
said- you
college
said former.
graduate. He goes former college football.
I said
Yeah.
former college
You
football
said
player.
former college.
Yeah, because I
was
thought
like-
you were
I was like,
4 years. Yeah, my bad.
done.
Shit.
it's okay. That was okay.
Yeah.
So
But no, I'm still going back.
Wait,
I'm glad we
did you
corrected
not-
it.
Yeah.
Imagine you doing this whole
Yeah.
podcast thinking he was. Yeah.
And in May, I texted him like, "Congrats, bro, graduating."
He's
Right.
like,
Graduating December 20.
So wait, so this is your 4th year and you've been taking classes
Yes.
for 4 years,
Yes.
so 8 semesters. So did you just like take like 12 credit hours?
So it's kind of funny because with like what you do, if you work going to a small school, St. Francis has like 1,500, 1,600 people.
total.
In Fort Wayne, Indiana, it's kind of funny because it's such a big city, but it's a private Catholic school.
Yeah.
And we're run by sisters, which is,
Like nuns.
yes.
Yeah.
No, so like I'm kind of iffy about that. There's been some negatives since I've been at St. Francis, like with financially and like with how money is distributed through the athletic programs. That's been pretty sketch, but there has been some decent, good. Like for example, for us to get money, dude, as a private, like Coach Donnelly, our head coach, bro, most winningest, one of the most winningest coaches in college football, has to still fundraise.
Wow.
And so
You're making too much noise up there.
we in a basement.
We have a basement.
Yeah. We're in Newburgh, Indiana. Dude, that's like the plug. Having a nice basement. You already said that.
Oh, Newburgh, Indiana is just known for its finished basements.
Yeah. Well, I'm in actually, but you gotta bleep that out. Anyway, go on.
Yeah, don't say
Tough
that
to
word.
get funding and shit. I'm sure it is for everybody. Dude, money's everything.
Yeah, so you guys are actually out here winning national championships and then turning around the next month and having a car wash. Essentially. Essentially.
You're out there with your, you're out
Yeah,
there with
free
your
car
toys.
No, it ain't free. You gotta donate. We gotta get jerseys.
Spinning the sign with the torn ACL.
Yeah, honestly, that kind of hit it on the head. I mean, 2016, 2017, we won the national championship for NAIA. And I remember, gosh, it was crazy. We come back, and so every year I'm kind of taking it back. For what we get when we come into camp, you get a t-shirt, you get 2 cotton t-shirts, 2 pairs of shorts, 2 pairs of socks. It's literally what you get from us. From them. And then you get, you get your pads, you get your, and stuff like that. Then it's like your helmet. And so that's what you get. And we win the natty and we get back and we have this parade for downtown. Went pretty well. I didn't go. I didn't go to either parade.
Wow.
Oh, I just didn't. I think it was a pretty good turnout. We get back. We have something in our gym. Decent amount of people there. Small gym. And we got uniforms. Fucking uniforms. We got sweatshirts.
Wait, you didn't get uniforms? Or you did get
We did end up getting new uniforms next season, yes.
But not at the
I
parade.
think. Actually, I don't even know. I don't think so. I think we got new uniforms my junior year. So we get back from the natty. We're like, oh, we're all talking about on the plane, right? But we're going to get some nice gear. Like, hopefully they give us some more clothes, please. Please. Because we like having swag shit, bro. And so get back, get a sweatshirt. Get a sweatshirt. Not a bad sweatshirt.
Was it Glidden?
I still have it.
It had to have been Nike at least. It was a Nike.
It's Adidas, I think. It's pretty nice. I mean,
Yeah, Adidas school.
Okay, you're Adidas school. That's fair. Yeah.
Adidas. Sweatshirt, t-shirt, long sleeve t-shirt that I didn't get because they didn't have enough.
How do you not know?
How you have a literal roster? Like it's probably the easiest T-shirt order. You
Didn't have enough, and then
more.
like two or three
Literally.
T-shirts. I think 2 or 3 T-shirts. I think maybe just one more T-shirt, blue T-shirt. And we get back. Like, okay, cool, yeah. On the trip down there though to Daytona, the first freshman year, we got backpacks. I didn't get a backpack. There weren't enough. I didn't even get a backpack.
So
You
what does
didn't
this
get
money go
out in
to?
line
So
earlier.
you win. Obviously, you're winning, but it's an NAIA school, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so there's not a lot of
Powerhouse.
attention. I mean,
Powerhouse
it's a
in the
fucking
NAIA.
awesome thing. I'm not taking anything away from being a college athlete, but there's not a lot of eyes drawn to like Alabama guys that get fucking new shit every week. I bet.
Oh yeah.
But like,
No,
I'm not saying you're competing with them, but like, where does this money go? You said there's problems with the financial situation. So when you win a national championship, whether it be in
And that's on ESPN.
what
The
is the
national
money? Is
championship's
there
on
money
ESPN.
being like you win this
So that's the
trophy,
thing,
or would you rather just get the $500?
I don't know, and you know why I don't know? It's because it's hush hush. Like we don't know where it goes.
Wow.
Trust me,
Like
we
your
asked.
coach doesn't know, or
He
your coach
knows,
does
but like
know?
they keep it away from the players, and you got to be like really in with the coach.
Wow, that's weird.
And so like they don't discuss that with us. So
Really
like we
wasn't
don't
still on
truly
merch.
know, like, because we're all confused, bro. Like everyone kept saying, especially my sophomore year, like we're back to back champs. Like, why don't we have shit?
Crazy. It's like damn near go out there and don't win one. Show what they're missing.
I know we did that my junior year.
Nah, don't do that.
All right, aside from winning the money situation, like, what is it like to be just a student athlete in general? Like, is there like situations with like your professors or something, or like I'm a student athlete, like I can't.
I don't know.
Maybe
It's
you
just
need
it's
some
just
more time
how
for this
it's
test.
just how you look at it. So I'm totally fine. Like I'm happy with the route I chose.
Yeah.
I mean, I did my best to send my tape out to other like Division I schools. I did.
Huh.
Just didn't happen. This is the route I went. I knew I was going to be a student athlete. I feel like I knew I was going to play football in college since I was like in middle school.
I mean, you played football for like at least 10 years now.
Oh yeah, I think 12.
Yeah. By definition, you're an expert.
Yeah, so like I've enjoyed it. I like Fort Wayne. Fort Wayne's nice. You've been there. It's a good.
I do like Fort Wayne.
It's huge.
It's-
It's
yeah.
second biggest city.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's a nice. I've met so many cool people there. Like I wouldn't change my experience for the world. I still have those connections. But for a student athlete,
Yeah, like when you wake up in the morning, you obviously have to like worry about your like what you're eating and where you're lifting and what practice you're going to. But also you have a school workload to deal with. So how do you just give it a little?
you just
insight?
gotta get in the flow and you gotta get in a routine.
Yeah,
And you have to be disciplined to do it. So
absolutely.
Yeah, that's probably facts. What would you say between both of you? Which is like
so Jake, the D1 swimmer. So how I feel about D1 is just literally just higher scale. That's all it is.
yeah. What I was gonna say though
Like
is
Jake's
one
getting
is
up
like,
and he's going into a coliseum to swim. I'm going to a stadium that is good, but the surrounding where I'm at is so much smaller. Like that, his coliseum he's going in that's already huge is small compared to the world campus, to the whole campus. So he's just doing it on a bigger scale, and that way, from the bigger scale, it leads to being more intense, more hype. More people are gonna know about it because there's money. There's a lot of great facilities we pay for. It's just so I mean, like Jake and I grinded really hard, like the same. Like I'd probably say his schedule was probably more strict, I guess, from mine. I would say, but since freshman year, since I got to St. Francis, from August to if we went to the Natty Champ both times, so it was from August to December, like that many months where it's football every single day except for Monday.
God, that's crazy.
Yeah.
And when you're on a team too, you got to go to class because your teachers, coaches.
And so when they're pretty good. They're pretty good about it, I guess, at big schools, but they're really not, because it just and that's where it all falls into, bro. Just like it's on the bigger scale. Like, how do they have time to do any schoolwork when basketball players, for example, like doing their finals or other athletes that are playing during December?
Mm-hmm.
Like, how do they have time for the volleyball? Isn't volleyball going on?
Yeah.
I don't know. Well, the question I was going to ask though is, what's like your biggest perk you would say of being a Division III athlete?
It's
like,
not.
What's
See,
the
that's what
biggest perk?
fucks me up, dude. It's not Division III. Like,
Oh, NAIA.
No, because it's funny because people want to go Division I, Division II, Division III. Realistically, you could go Division I.
Yeah, explain
Division,
that at least too.
Division II, and damn near like actually splitting Division II with like NAIA teams, dude. It'd be interesting to see like some NAIA teams go against Division I teams.
What does NAIA stand for?
Dude, I don't even fucking know.
No way.
To Jamie we go. Okay, it means National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics. Excuse me.
Athletics.
Yeah, so there's transfers in the league the whole time, but it's just like, I'm not even gonna lie, like St. Francis, like NAIA could be great because there are teams and colleges out there that do have great athletics and stadiums and equipment.
Oh yeah, facts.
And so Marion and Indy, like bro, like I fucking hate Marion, like I hate them, I can't stand them because that's just the rival between us, you know. But like they're always a good team. I fucking hate them though. But their facilities make ours look like shit.
Wow. And I drive by Marion's facilities when I'm coming up to like Purdue or anything on 37.
Okay, I wouldn't say it makes it look like shit.
Yeah, I don't think Marion's.
But they're they have an indoor. It's like their facilities are better. Like we've had the same facility since the program started like 21, 22 years ago.
You got to get the sisters into football. I think that's the problem.
And they are, and like they've had some troubles. It's just all bad.
I think everybody's had a lot of troubles with money in the past. I'm sure even Alabama.
National Association.
I keep on bringing Alabama, just they're the standard for the cream of the crop for football. But I'm sure they have their money troubles too, especially when they're paying their athletes. Paying their coaches.
You know what's crazy?
Nick Saban makes an unreal amount of money, easily multiple millions a year, probably $10 million a year.
And I think Coach Donnelly has more wins than him collegiately.
Wow.
But what's also funny too is, well, it's not funny. It's kind of tragic. To host a home game in the playoffs is $100,000.
What?
To host is like cost the university.
And that's the NAIA's charging you? Like, it has to be going through them.
Dude,
Okay, so maybe I was spoken ignorantly, I'm not sure, but whatever. Fuck it. I just read this thing that it was like 98% of college athletes don't get paid to do their sport eventually. And obviously going to St. Francis, it was like, maybe it was 90, I'm not sure the exact statistic, but a majority, obviously, we know don't get paid to professionally do the sport that they went to college for. So what brought you to be like, I'm going to, spend my time from August to whatever it was, December, every day except Monday to play football and practice and watch and practice and lift and eat and practice to be like, I'm going to go to St. Francis.
Yeah, so we've always been like taught to get an education, right?
Yeah.
Like you're told as you grow up, like you're going to grow up, go to high school, graduate high school, you're going to get your college degree, you're going to get a good job. You're going to make it in America.
That's what they say.
You know, so it's like
easy as that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was just kind of embedded in my head. And so, I wanted to go, I got to high school, graduated from high school, wanted to get a degree.
Which is in what, by the way?
Yes,
What's your degree in?
Risk management.
Okay.
So
there you go, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Risk and everything?
Could go with analytics and data or just like on-field safety stuff. Which would be cool.
Yeah.
Which would be cool. But yeah.
So what did you wanted to go to St. Francis because you're like, I'm just going to get a degree anyway and I'll have a future in getting my degree, but also I can play football for 5 more years?
Yeah, and so but also financially, I saw it as a way, because I know college is fucking expensive, and so why not work hard, put the time in, and kind of reward yourself by going to college like for free, essentially.
Yeah, and you definitely learn like a lot of discipline and everything. I saw.
And so yeah, it's just fun to be a part of too, being a part, like because you got the camaraderie, and I enjoyed
Absolutely.
like a lot
high
of
school football. So I'm like, I'm just gonna go take this on a greater scale. But it's kind of funny because like it's just hard to think like that because our locker room at St. Francis is worse than my high school.
Wow.
I was like, damn. But it's like, I don't know. It's like I kind of like it though, because it just teaches discipline, bro. Like we're watching film in the summer in a room that doesn't have AC and it's just hot, and it's just with metal chairs looking at a screen. It's like a whole 1980s vibe.
Yeah.
But I think it teaches you to be humble and be like, yeah.
What I was gonna say is a lot of people who go into sales jobs are like and really successful in those are former athletes.
Yeah.
Like a lot of companies
That's funny you
look
say
for
that.
athletes in sales.
Because I'm interning at One Resource Group, which is an insurance brokerage, and the vice president of sales, vice executive president of sales, or whatever it is, was a hockey athlete.
Yeah, it's because they got you get that discipline every single day. Like
He
when you're doing
he
sales,
was on the USA team.
Yeah.
Here.
And when you're doing sales, you just gotta discipline yourself and get all your calls out and talk to as many people as you can a day. And you guys are really good at that.
Yeah.
Staying in
Compared
on
to
schedule.
the Indiana Kelley School of Business, which are known for getting ragingly fucked up
Yeah.
at after their finals and everything, and but it's all about the connections and what your dad did and what his dad did before him.
Like Brad's dad from New York.
Yeah.
Brad's dad's an
However-
ID.
It's
The
like
athletes-
one of the friends with like sorority, like fraternity was like, hey man, is your dad on? Like, no.
That's why are you rushing, Sean? It's like,
bro.
I want the connections post college. What does your dad do? Seriously, you shouldn't ask what dorm are you fucking living in, where are you from. You should say, hey, what does your dad do? Oh, he's just a freaking.
Like my dad works in insurance.
Yeah.
It's like,
Oh,
yeah.
My dad's an insurance mongol.
I don't really want to hang out with you anymore. I'm sorry. I'm thinking about my future.
Did you just say your dad's an insurance Mongol?
Mm-hmm.
You mean mogul?
Yeah.
What were you asking?
I was gonna say, you said, besides the IU kids who just get fucked up all the time, and I was gonna say, well, the athletes still do get very fucked up.
Yeah, well, I mean, everyone gets fucked up every time. You can't really just say, like, there are definitely a lot of sober kids at IU,
I'm joking.
you know?
Yeah, no, there are,
obviously.
and
Just don't want to trigger the folks at home, you know?
Whatever. Trigger.
Kids at Ivy Tech get fucked up. Like, that's no doubt in my
Kids
mind.
that even go to college get fucked up.
Yeah, everyone gets fucked
Ivy
up.
Tech.
Your waitress at your favorite restaurant gets fucked up.
Yeah. Oh, trust us.
Everyone gets fucked up.
Or has.
Or has before, and they're
Okay,
on to
let's
the
get back on track. So I was curious. We kind of led into what your plan for after college. Like, do you think that you being an athlete and having to like work out and have this strict routine, obviously it's going to help you in potentially some sales job one day or some job having this discipline that we're talking about, which is kind of cliche to say, but like, what's the problems you think you're gonna have? Like, your body, bro. Like, you've been beat up for 10 years. Football obviously is crazy. Like.
violent.
Harmful sport on your body, like over long periods of time. Like
So yeah, it just all falls back to being on that routine. And so I mean, if you create a regiment for yourself, if it's your thing, or to get up at early in the morning, go work out, hit work, do your meditate, whatever, just to get you ready before you go do something. Or you do something at night.
Yeah.
So I mean, it's all about discipline, I think. And so I mean, I don't know what I really want to do yet, because
No one does, It's cliche too, but like.
No, and we're in the season
because
two
whatever you want to like, you just want to be happy.
Yeah.
End goal, seriously. And then so it's just like whatever I do is just, I hope I enjoy. I want to enjoy it. Like wake up and be like, yeah, let's go to work. Let's get it.
Yeah, exactly.
And that's like what I'm trying to find right now. I'm in that search.
Have you heard about any of these programs for student athletes during your 4 years or 5 years for your situation, preparing you for post college student athlete life? Because I know at Purdue you were saying that there's this program, and I read on the NCAA website, which NCAA website, this article that I read, so cliche. Who am I?
Yeah.
Who am I? Everybody's asking that question, not just student athletes. Can you say something else about like real problems, NCAA? No, you can't.
Mm-hmm.
God, their commercials are terrible.
Terrible. NCAA, you're terrible.
Work on your marketing.
Yeah.
Anyway, go on. Do you know anything about these programs?
Yeah, so they had this, at Purdue, all the student athletes, their first 2 semesters of freshman year had to take this class. It's called like EDPS or something, and it was just talking about life and like teaching basic life lessons and all that. And basically, you get to meet other athletes in your class. Like Carson Edwards, shout out Carson. He was in my class, and that's how we became friends, and like all these other people, you'd have like basketball, football, swimming, track, wrestling, all in one class, and then they would teach you things, and like every week a different speaker would come in and tell you about something. And we had this lady, she's awesome by the way, her name's Kathy. She would come in and talk about this program where like you had to go to the like 12 seminars a semester or something, and if you met a certain quota over like your 4 years, then you would get like a free business suit or something at the end of 4 years. Which like, come on, it's not that crazy of a reward. Like,
but I mean, it's still nice. Yes, everyone needs a suit.
They are trying.
Everyone needs a suit.
And they're trying, and there's different websites that are like helping helping athletes get jobs like after college. But like, there's not any crazy efforts going into it. So, but I think I don't know, like people but I don't think they struggle that much finding jobs because like
I don't think so
if your
either.
school is good enough, like it's not like you need help.
Yeah, and it should be on you more. Like at the end of the day, if you're having to rely on someone finding you a job, you're not really suited for a job.
No,
exactly.
No.
And I think being a college athlete is definitely an attractive thing for. Now you can put it on your resume one line. Just I played this many fucking years doing this sport. That's an attract. I mean, if I was like, damn, bro, you did that. That's crazy.
So you know what's funny? Like it's just me just getting into my head and thinking. I'm like, what? Because like with how the world's changing and how certain stigmas are like all changing, I'm just like, wow. What if they start looking at resumes and as soon as they see student athlete, they're like, no, I don't want them here. I don't want student athletes.
I mean, see, you like if anything, you got a good point. Maybe for fraternities.
Yeah,
that's down the road. You know what I'm saying?
We'll talk about that.
That is, I know.
But you know what I'm saying? Could be like you could get like some old lady. I'm not gonna say the L word, and she's just like, nope, fuck this kid.
Yeah.
I don't want Chad.
I don't want student athletes.
Oh my god, it's misogynistic.
Yeah.
Like, done for.
Oh,
but
a student athlete jock? No.
But I do have a funny story to say about. I stuck it to the NCAA a couple weeks ago. But first, we want to show you an ad real quick. Hey, Dad.
Yes, son?
What's your favorite beer?
Keystone Light.
Why do you like Keystone Light? Is it because it's affordable and packaged conveniently and cheap and easy to get?
No, just because we're fucking poor.
Oh yeah, and Dad, why do you get so mad after drinking those?
Keystone Light is always smooth.
And we're back.
If anyone from Keystone saw that, go ahead and contact us.
These are the beers we're drinking.
Yeah.
It was my mom's basement.
Very affordable.
And we have to finish ours, Mitchell, by the end of the show.
So during my story time, finish it. All right, you guys got it?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's go.
Oh, you gotta do it, Jake. Oh, it was easy.
Wow, too impressive. So I was, the last couple weeks in between Thanksgiving break and Christmas break, was Uber Eatsing. Just make some side money. And I'm making a run. It's like 8:30 on a Friday night. I'm just staying in, slinging some Uber Eats. I get a delivery from B-Dubs to the NCAA headquarters in Indy. I pull up, it's after hours, and it's just a group of them there watching some soccer games.
Sorry to interject. A lot of wings?
Or
was it a small order?
It was a lot of wings. Like,
okay, so you know you're...
3 bags, like my whole seat was full. So I'm pulling up to the NCAA headquarters. Like I said, it's after hours.
In Indianapolis.
In Indy. Mm-hmm. And this young guy comes out, and they're like watching some soccer games that they have tournaments for, so they're staying in the office, and they just ordered wings. He runs out to the car, which kind of already fumbles my process. I usually wait and bring it up to the door, so it kind of catches me off guard. I hop out of my car, go around to the other seat, try and grab it. Door's locked. I run back, reach into my car. My keys are still plugged in. I hit the wrong button, ended up locking my keys in the car. I shut the door. I tried to go open his wings. My car is started, and locked with his food in it.
Oh,
and we're just sitting out there. And I'm like, oh my God, man. Like,
no way this happened.
yeah, no,
Why
all
would
these
you-
people do is just they just want to eat their wings. And I fucked up
Did you elbow the
bad.
window?
I was literally thinking, it's like, God, the easiest solution would just be me breaking this window right now and getting them their food. But I was just like, that would be the dumbest thing ever. I'm not spending $300 on a new window.
No, you'll just spend $300 on a locksmith.
Yeah, no, but I was like, well, hey, I pay tuition at IUPUI. The NCAA headquarters is on IUPUI's campus. Let's call the IUPD. So I get my tuition's worth. Cop pulls up, just takes my ID, and he starts running my ID. I got some parking tickets hanging out there. And I'm thinking, oh my God, is he going to come back with a warrant from IRS? He opens up the car door, he's got a piece of paper in his hand. I'm like, I'm joking with this guy who's like at the NCAA headquarters. I'm like, watch them like arrest me here. And he comes out with a piece of paper. I'm like, oh my God, my stomach drops. It was just like a form I had to sign saying if they broke anything getting into my car, I was good. But then they just cranked it open with like a balloon, peeled like they have like cops have a kit to get into people's cars.
No way, I did not know that.
It's literally like a little tube balloon, and then they pry the window open a bit, crank that balloon in there, and then fill it up, gets a gap in the window, and then they stick like a hook in there and unlock the door.
Wow.
That's kind of badass.
So
It doesn't break the window?
No, it didn't, but I had to sign a paper saying it could.
Okay, yeah.
But yeah, and then he got my keys out, shook his hand, and said thank you.
And
But
how long was that
it
whole
took
process?
literally 25-30 minutes. I did have the heat on in my car, so
That
the wings
don't do
might.
shit.
Yeah, fuck it. I was trying to make myself feel better. But you want to know what amazed me and why I love the NCAA headquarters? I drop their food off. I say, my bad, man. He says, don't worry about it. It's just crazy. Stuff happens. I go back home 3 hours later, and the way Uber Eats works is they tip you like a couple hours later. They still tipped me $12.
Wow.
Yeah, that is good
It's
stuff.
probably. Did you have good conversation?
Oh, great
with the guy?
conversation.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I had to work it.
If you were a
like,
Scrooge about it,
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm the victim, then the guy probably would have gave you.
No, I felt so bad. Like, it was the dumbest thing. Like, imagine I'm a delivery driver and just locked their food in my car.
Why didn't you, like, when you were getting out, just take your keys and then close that door?
That's why I
get
mentioned the
out.
part when he came out aggressively
He was
towards my
running.
car. It kind of just like fumbled my process. So I was gonna keep my car started because it's like a hotel at the headquarters. You pull in under like a breezeway and there's the entrance. So I was just gonna leave my car running, grab it. I reached in and hit the wrong fucking button and locked it. Yeah.
That is hilarious.
Oh, and then my
I never
phone
heard
died
this
too.
story. That's crazy.
Yeah, it happened like a couple weeks ago.
Oh.
Wow.
But it all worked out. Good for NCAA. Wow.
Yeah, good for the
Thank
NCAA.
you for the $12.
Yes, thank you guys.
Yeah.
Moral of the story: they're not as bad as you think.
Yeah. Okay.
And that's
All right.
a wrap.
No.
Yeah, no, it ain't.
We're gonna do. I heard recently you kind of went off on a beat too. That was a pretty good song. I'm pretty hard critique on people making music because like who isn't trying to make a podcast these days? Who isn't trying to be a fucking artist these days? Who isn't trying to make video? Everybody's trying to do a fucking side hustle, and they're all pretty average. You know, it's like okay, that's good if we were back like 12 years ago when fucking Logic or Adobe Premiere wasn't available to pretty much anyone. But I was actually pretty impressed. So
Thank you.
In
Yeah.
a circle.
That was the longest compliment I ever heard in my life. But he is impressed.
No, yeah.
cool. I had to put a disclaimer on why I'm a hater.
Yeah, disclaimer. Good. No, that's fair because everyone is making music. It's like it's embarrassing to tell somebody that my buddy makes songs. Like I bet he fucking does.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
who does
I got
it,
7
you know?
of them.
Yeah, it's like I make songs.
But I was
Yeah, what you
impressed.
listening to got, man? I'm listening to myself.
Yeah.
So no, but I don't know, dude. Like I do it for fun. We've been doing that shit since like I literally was middle school, like 10, 13 range. I don't know. It's fun to rap.
Yeah. No, I liked it.
Would you be cool if we just ran it on the outro of this podcast?
Yeah, that'd
10
be
seconds.
awesome.
All right, whatever. I was gonna do it anyway.
Yeah.
All right, but we're gonna do like advice. So just quick advice that we give to people.
Nice.
It can be lighthearted too. You
Yeah.
don't got to be like
I don't want to
follow
fucking
your
hear your
dreams.
advice.
No one does. That's why we just keep giving it to them until they do something with it.
Mine is respond to texts within a reasonable amount of time. Like we all know that we all get notifications crazy fucking amounts. Like I push off texts all the time, and I need to do a better job of this. Just like it's so easy to say, I can't make it. Rather than I'm not responding or like, oh, you have Merry Christmas back to you. Boom, put it away.
I'd be guilty of that sometimes.
I'm guilty of it all the time. I probably have 15 messages from like anywhere between 2 and 5 days ago that I just.
Oh, I have some that like just simply months. I got to scroll all the way back and just delete it.
Yeah, jeez.
God, I'm an asshole.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm going second, going off of what Sean said. Is my advice is turn on your read receipts. Okay. Stop being a little pussy and saying, I don't know. I don't want them to know if they read it yet. I've had my read receipts on since I got my first iPhone when I was 14.
No, a real one here.
Yeah, and because
one. Why are you hiding?
Yeah, what are you hiding?
It's
Just
almost
read
more
the
badass
message.
than saying, I read your fucking message. I'm not responding.
Yeah,
Yes.
Exactly.
That's 2020 energy is turn on your read
You're
receipts.
playing this fucking game with whoever this opposite. No, God, it sounds like a fuck. And you're playing this game with this fucking person you're trying to, hook up with, whatever gender they may be, and like, I'm not gonna respond right away because that's like look clingy. No one gives a fuck.
And if you want to ease yourself into it, you can always just swipe down from the notification and read the message, but you don't have to click on it yet. Okay, there's variations, but just turn on your read receipts.
All right, go on.
Next.
Use your fucking turn signal. Like, just don't be afraid to use that thing. You got it for a reason. If I'm stopped at a stop sign and you're a mile down the road and you planned on turning left the whole fucking time, but you didn't want to let me know, then fuck you. Just use your turn signal. You got 2 of them, left and right. You pull down the little lever. We know how it works.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid.
Easy enough.
Easy enough. Sounds simple.
All right, you're up. Off the top of the head, whatever it is.
My advice would just be patience.
Let's go, baby.
We need one at least real.
Something to bring us in here.
Yeah, no, that is right. Because we've been doing this shit. You've been making videos for fucking
even a year.
Year and a half.
I'm kidding.
Serious.
It literally hasn't even been 5 years.
Yeah.
True, and that's a huge.
I just started
that's what I'm
like,
dude. I'm trying to shout out Gary V, man. He is on my Instagram. Like, I do be listening to that shit because it's nice to have someone like
a
on
daily
your feet,
reminder
in your ear, just like saying, bro, like you have time, like just make strategic moves, take steps forward, not steps back, and just
because Instagram is diluted. It's nice to see a little positive message every now and then.
But then again,
fix the fucking algorithm.
I'm not hating on Gary Vee or whatever because I think he does actually a good job of helping people other than some other cringe fucking bots out there. But like, you know what he's gonna say.
I could be a cringe
Work
bot,
hard.
bro.
It's a simple fucking thing. Work hard, practice, be patient, like you said.
But clearly, motivational people like
we got a lot of people that play
love
the
that
victim.
Shit.
Yeah, motherfuckers trying to play a victim.
Don't play the victim.
Hey, it took 10 years to be an overnight success for Big Sean. So.
Yep.
It's kind of
that's a quote that stuck with
Great.
me.
What did you say?
He has this one song, and I kind of think he's a cheesy rapper, but
Big Sean.
Big Sean, he said
he wasn't
I love
saying
Big
himself
Sean.
like I'm Big Sean.
No, I know.
I thought for a second. Damn near.
I'm above average white Sean.
Dude, Big Sean. I thought Big Sean's always been hard.
No, I don't think he's bad. I think he's a little. I mean, he's a little cheesy here and there, but what rapper doesn't? But and that's just me being a hater again.
Typical Sean.
Yeah.
Small Sean.
He just said it took 10 years. It took 10 years to be an overnight success. Like you've been working for 10 years, and dude, you're an overnight success. He's like, dude, I've been fucking doing this for 10 years.
Right, that is nice. I like that.
So patience.
Patience.
Hey, I appreciate you coming up, bro.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. I know it's like we're rookies at this shit, but you gotta start somewhere, you know.
No, I gotta help, guys support.
And cue the song.
If you in the circle, then you with the team. Spit that hot shit 100 degrees. And now they come around, they acting like fiends. It's either love or hate, there's no in between.